morning, Tim. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Wasn't gonna come on, and then I thought, you know what? Just a little bit of run today. Stitching. I thought you said you're stitching. A new goat attraction. That sounds fun. What's up, Lair? Well, shit. I'm here. I wasn't gonna do anything today, but I just said, you know what? I got some new runners yesterday, some new running shoes, and I thought, well, why not just take them out for a little test drive? Just a test drive. So we're testing. Oh, Stacy, I know. My brain is really hard to shut down and allow me a time of relaxation and de-stressing. I was hoping my license plate would be not so bad. So, how about that? All right, so I got some new runners, you know. So I thought, I want to take a little test drive. I don't think I'm going to do very much. Gary, Indiana. Yeah. Gary, Indiana. Nice. Go to traction. So, yeah. Oh, yay. Good, Stefan. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, I didn't get my shirt. I think they're coming. You know, I think they're coming. So just wait. What are my plans for the day? Hi, side piece. What's up? Happy Sunday. My plans today are as follows. I'm going to run. I'm going to go play the ball with the dog. I don't think I'm going to swim today because my calf kind of hurts still, but I'm going to run. And I might go see the Nuggets because I wasn't able to see them yesterday because they were busy, and then Rocky's face is got a really bad swell. She's been dealing with this every couple weeks. Her face gets fully inflamed. It's really weird. So I might just go up there, say hey, and come back home. You know, just get out a little bit, out and about, and I don't know. So good morning, LB. So I'm gonna try these shoes out. They're different, right? So I bought these. Some of you like the On Clouds. I've never liked the On Clouds before. But they have this monster pair or something. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, yeah, they feel kind of weird. I always hate running a new pair of shoes because they feel odd and your body takes a minute to adjust to them. So that's why I was like, let me just try to see what I can do. So even if I don't run the full 2 miles, it's okay. I'm just trying to break them up. They feel really weird. Yeah, I'm 7 done. She had a phone doc appointment. So it's some allergy. It's like facial edema. I don't remember what it's called. So just trying to pinpoint what comes, because it's really her eyes and her lips, and it's something that's an allergy base. I hate hooks. They're too clunky for me. I trip. I already dragged my feet enough. So it's crazy. Good morning. What are you guys doing today? Yeah, these shoes are really interesting. Oh my God, the bunion short. Wasn't that funny? So I got my nails done, and he always loves my blue color when I get it, right? Yes, I said that. I said salamander serum is probably the best solution, right? But you got to be very careful with the salamander serum because it's very, very harsh to the skin. Six Flags, that sounds like a nightmare. Hello, Cassandra. I still have my Noble shoes. I have my old Brooks, but I like to rotate. It's really important to rotate. Plus, my Brooks are starting to not be good. When you run a certain amount of miles, every 3 months you should change your shoes. Hi, DB. 3 miles. All right. You're getting there. Grandpa's still here with us. I can't wear Nike stuff for my feet. Hi, Joe. How are you? Good afternoon. Hi, Mom Tracy. So they're starting to feel, my body's starting to adjust to them. Very interesting. Hi, Lizzie. Good morning. How are you? Well, it's been all over TikTok, so I don't know why you're not seeing them. So I have a funny, I'm tired, no, I got new shoes, so I'm just trying to, get used to the, it's almost like an additional workout when you have new shoes. I like them. They're the new On Clouds. I didn't think I was going to like them. The guy brought them out, and I was like, ooh, I don't know. And then he said, no, these are different. And they are. They're really interesting. So I kind of like them. I feel like I'm on those, like, pogo sticks. Anyhow. I don't know if we'll be on tonight. It's Sunday, typically don't. Yeah, so tell him, I go to Fleet Feet. Tell him, and they bring him out, they do his feet, and then they bring you out shoes that are supposed to be for your, I don't know, these are really interesting. Yay, Stacy. Okay, so I have a funny story. Do any of you, so Jennifer and I went, I hate Hoka's. Oh good, Cassandra, let's do it. So, yeah, these Lavender Ray, these are the new ones. So they're not that flat sole. They're a thicker sole. They're like the On Cloud Monsters or something like that. Anywho, so Jennifer and I got our toes and our fingers done yesterday. Then we went to lunch. Funny story. So we went to Beach Hut Deli, and I see this woman in there, and I'm like, I know her, right? How do I know her? And I was like, oh, right? She's like, I follow her on TikTok. I knew your markets. Well, Dan was gone for the day, so Jennifer and I had a day together, and it was nice. By the time we got home from lunch, and I went to go get new shoes because I needed to, it was like 3:34, and then I had an hour before all hell broke loose, and the Tasmanian devil came in. That's Dan. So I'm looking, and I'm like, Jennifer, I follow that girl on TikTok. She's not living around here. Like, how weird. What is she doing in Elk Grove? Anyhow, I couldn't remember her name, right? Could not remember her name. And so, majority of my lunch, I kept looking over, hoping that, I don't know why I wanted to call her Heather. Her name was not Heather. And so I was looking through my friend list, or the people I follow, couldn't find her. I'm like, where the hell is she? So, in the midst of that process, and she was sitting like to the right of us with her husband, and in the middle of that process, two women come up to me, and they're like, hey, are you on TikTok? And Jennifer's sitting there like, oh Lord. And I'm like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. And I'm like, looking, hopefully it draws her attention, so then she can come up to me and say, hey, I'm on TikTok, who are you, No, she didn't. So, yeah, she's like, okay, the girl who confronted me, she was like, okay, I don't follow you, but my friend does. And she kept saying, I know. It was the same thing I was doing with Nicole. And anyway, towards the end, I'm like, I have to go up to her because I love her. I've followed her ever since I joined TikTok. And so I think she's a hoot. I haven't seen her around much. So anywho, so she goes to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. And then afterwards, I'm like, are you on TikTok? So she's like, yeah. And I said, I'm sorry. I was trying to remember your name, and I haven't seen you on TikTok in a while. So I'm like completely drawing a blank. So she's like, Nicole Leon. And I was like, okay, yeah, sorry, I don't know why. Anyhow, so we chatted a little bit. And was really cool. It was really cool. It was just so funny because, you know, here I am trying to find her, and other people are like, hey, aren't you on TikTok? Anyhow, so I met her, so she followed me, and now of course she's following up on my, now she's showing up on my FYP. Roland, what? So anyhow, Nicole, if you're watching, it was cool to see you. So anyhow, she's like, I love meeting local creators. So just really weird, right? How she's not from Elk Grove. They happen to be in Elk Grove on that day. And we chose to eat at Big Chef Deli. Weird. So anyhow, had a good time. That was fun. So that was my excitement of yesterday. And then I came home, relaxed on the bed. Her name is, I believe, Nicole Leanne. She's really funny. She's a nurse. She deals with PICU, and she does a lot of Trader Joe's hauls and stuff. And I think she's great. She's funny. She's beautiful. And she has a good time. So, hi Veronica. How many miles do I run every day? Every day's different. Every day's different. Grandpa is sleeping still. Grandpa had a tough day yesterday. Being with family screws him up. So he went to bed super early and is still sleeping. So, anywho, that's it. And Grandpa, you guys should know, is typically never on in the morning time. Yes, sleeping was fun. It was a good day. And I haven't really spent a day with Jennifer like that in a while. You know, normally we were running on Sundays, but it just, I just got tired, you know? I just got tired and it became a lot, so we haven't been running. Hi Deb, how are you? Hi Christine. Watching soccer, I love soccer. Anyway, so, morning from St. Louis. So that was my day. Grandpa was totally irate yesterday. Christine, you know, there is a crack on there too. So, a lot of it's the glare. Thanks, Mark. So today's going to be a light exercise day for me. Grandpa's doing fine. He always has a really hard adjustment period after family. And then they had like a 2-hour drive home. So by the time the car got here, everybody's ready to leave because he was, you know, worried about Josh. And, oh, hi Carla, thank you. Worried about Josh and why we left him. And so it was a stressful ride home. So, remember what I said? People are like, why did you go? Well, that's part of the reason, number one. And number two, I would also be responsible with watching him while he's with you. Pitbull. Who's Pitbull? The singer? So anywho, Dan was highly irate by the time he got home. Totally pissed off. Totally just short fuse. So it took me a good 30 minutes to bring Grandpa down, right? So a lot of arguing between Grandpa and me until I finally he finally calmed down, you know? Because he does. They feed off of the anxieties that are around him. So it took me, like I said, about 30 minutes to get him to settle. And then Dan stayed away from him the rest of the night, which was good because I was able to get him to relax. And Jennifer was there for it, and Jennifer was like, oh, damn, you know? Because I would tell Grandpa, you know, well, where's Josh? And I would say, Josh is with his family. Well, I'm his family. Where's Josh? And I said, what did I just tell you? He's with his family, but I'm his dad, you know? And I said, you're not listening to me. He's 39 years old. He has 3 kids. You just saw 2 of the kids. Just today, you spent several hours with them. I did not. Yes, Ed, you did. You were with your family today. And he was like, I said, you have dementia and you forget. I don't have dementia. Because he's upset, right? So I'm like, you do have dementia. No, I don't. Don't tell me. Whatever. So I said, okay, where were you today? Well, give me a minute. So he was thinking. And he said, I was in Sacramento. I said, you were not. You were in Verdi. In Reno. With your family. And he sat there. And I said, you have dementia. He's like, well, funny, I don't remember that. And I said, I know. Because you have dementia. You were 91. I am 49. I'm trying to explain this situation to you. He's like, all right, well, you might be right. And then he would say it again. Well, I want my kids with me. So I had to go through. I'm like, Ed, your kids are all adults, right? You're 91. I'm 91? I said, yes. They're all older. They're in their 60s. They're, 70, not 70s yet, but they're in their 60s and 50s. Like, you live with us, so you have, one of your kids with you. However, you forget. You think they're still little. And he was like, well, why can't I remember? I just did that, And I said, well, it's because you have dementia. And I kept having to say that. And he's like, okay, well, you might be right. And then, of course, he says, I appreciate everything, And then he was calm for the rest of the night. But it was a good 30-minute, you have dementia. I do not. You have dementia. Where were you, And I had to keep saying it for him to realize, And he did. He did well. He calmed down. The clip that I took, right, that you guys saw today on YouTube and TikTok, was from after the calm down, right? I settled him down. He got, his mind relaxed, and he was like, so much going on in that video. I was sitting down in the kitchen, replying to some comments, and he's like, Danielle, I need to show you something. And I was like, oh, what is he going to show me? And so he was really, 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 really enthralled with that light on that plate. And so he's like, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is, right? And so he was just enjoying himself, and then he's looking at my shirt, he was really, so those are the times that I pat myself on the back, right? Because when I was dealing with them, I was getting frustrated, but my frustration didn't turn to like the anger type, where you're like, because I said so, I was just trying to joke and have fun with them. Where were you? Well, that's because you have dementia, I don't think so. I didn't see Josh because you have dementia, and it took a little bit for him to just be like, okay, So those were the days that yesterday was a win, right? You don't get very many wins with this disease. It's good when you have those wins. It makes you feel better, right? Better about, what my role in his life is. And Cassandra, you're lucky, You're lucky that she can watch cartoons, It's not like that with Ed. Pat, I get that. The physicalityness of somebody with dementia is very troubling, and it's very hard to deal with. And I don't know if I could do it. So it is. He had way too much stimulation, Shannon, 100%, and that's why I know it's really hard. It's so hard because he doesn't remember being around his family, which is his life, right? And it's hard for people who have him after the fact. Oh, thanks, Linda. I appreciate it. And it's really hard for us more than for him because we have to deal with, his agitation because he knows something's not right. He forgets, and then he's on it again, and then our frustration continuously builds, right? So yesterday I was able to calm myself, but I also had a break. Oh, Cassandra, happy birthday, and I'm so sorry. It's such a terrible disease. So I'm only going to do about 2 miles today, just because today should be my day off. So I'm just going to do 2 miles. Set a soup. Hi, Rochelle, how are you? Thank you, Juliana, I appreciate it. Somebody said they were from Sweden. I am wearing some shoes made in Sweden as of right now. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because I was thinking about that, Stacey. Like Stacey said, it's great that, oh, sorry, Raven Magic. It's so hard. I just lost the train. I just totally like space. I'm tired. I'm not there yet, though, Mary. I'm not there. Oh, the relief dam. Yeah, I mean, that's what the relief dam part. Yeah. So he walks in. He's not happy. He just goes in the room, shuts the door, right? So he's lucky that I'm here, right? He's lucky that he can rely on me. Could you imagine being able to walk in the door and just know that it's going to be taken care of, right? Fuck that. Fuck that. Sometimes I get mad. Sometimes I get mad that he can just turn himself off. And then, who picks up the slack, right? Me. Me. So I just have never had that ability to turn off, right? And know somebody's going to take care. Yeah. Shrill. Is it shrill? Shrill girl? Sure. Yeah, I don't contact you. So if you have a fake account contacting you, do not message anybody. It's not me. That's why I say, be careful, Hi, Sue. Yes, have fun. I saw a little bit of your TikTok. So anyhow, Dan is very lucky to have me. Dan is very lucky. Oh, Larry, I appreciate that. And that's why I always say, right? Well, Sarah, I'm not moving very much. I'm not moving very much today. I just kind of wanted to get a little break in, and just a little movement in. I do too, Roland. I forget a lot too. So anyhow, it just sometimes I get frustrated. But I was in a good headspace, right? Because I had relaxation all day. Trying to get to the stove. No, Nicole. No. He looks for me when he's hungry. He looks for me. He's actually been making me laugh lately. Like, bruh, who the hell are you? David. He's so funny. Like, he starts ordering me around now. He's like, well, I don't want this. Here, can you come take this? I'm like, bruh, what? Huh? Oh, yes. Did you win, Jackie? What kind of show? I'm getting ready to buy one, doing research. Shauna, I typically buy NordicTrax. I have for the last 25 years. However, this one's been a little weird. It is 2 years old. NordicTrax has been really crappy with me to try to fix it. So, they just send me through loops. But anybody can have trouble. And this was through the extended warranty too, and it's just been kind of a nightmare. So they've kind of soured me a little bit. But other than reliability, typically I can get 7 to 10 years out of it. I know, so ordering around Ordeal. Lately, he's been really bad, Maureen. So I don't know, right? I don't know what that's about. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, excuse me? This guy. No, I don't worry about the pool because he has no interest in the pool, and if he fell in the pool, for whatever reason, it is a shallow pool, it's a sports pool. So, he can walk across it. So no, the pool is not a worry for us. He's not my dad. He is Dan's dad, my husband's dad. So, is it the heat? No, we haven't really had bad heat. Nice, Kim. That's nice. Enjoy that. I was thinking about doing that, sitting in my pool today, but I kind of want to go see my nuggets. So I'm like, see them. Nona, today is my day off, should be. So today I'm just gonna do 2 miles. I got some new shoes, so I kind of wanted to give them a little working before tomorrow. I am in California. What was he like before dementia? He was very stubborn, very opinionated, very controlling. Yeah. Any more questions? I look 38. Well, that's sweet. I don't. And if you saw me in person, you would see that. Maureen, yes. I think any dementia patient feels hopeless at times. Because here's the thing. He knows something's not right. He's not that far gone. Like people, yeah, he called me a crazy girl. He called me a stupid girl one time. He told me, he said, you're just a stupid little girl. And I was like, bruh, you're in my house. So anywho, he knows, like people always say, you know, well, he doesn't know. You need to do, no, he knows. He just can't pinpoint it, y'all. So that's the thing, is that he knows something's not right? So he knows, he's aware, he knows something. Yeah, the day he called me stupid girl, I lost my shit. And that was at the beginning. So it was a really big, tough battle for the first couple months. Hi, Big T. Oh, shit. I know, that happens, Big T. But you've also been a winner a lot lately in the casino. So just think of it like that way. Rick, thank you. Brain scan diagnosed him. No. By the time, do you resent him sometimes? No. I don't resent him. Why would I resent him? I think I was, at the beginning, I was resentful maybe because, I don't even think I was resentful. I was just angry because I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to care for somebody who is so ugly to me, right? How am I going to care for somebody who, you know, is as difficult as he is? How am I going to do that? I wasn't resentful. I was angry because it's hard to do that. Unruly, you're welcome. How long has he been retired? A long time. Yeah, it took me, Shauna, a couple of months to figure it out, and TikTok has helped. And that's the thing, like people are like, well, how could you do it? I said it was ugly, y'all. It was hard because Elva, that was at the beginning. The stupid little girl. Why do you talk to so bad sometimes? I don't know what that means. It's not easy, right? It's not easy. So I knew it was really important for for Dan, to help his brother out and be there for his dad. So I had to figure out a way. Right? Of how to cope with this new life. And thank God, right? Thank God he changed because I couldn't do it. And maybe he changed because I changed. I don't know. We changed together, you know? Yeah, but Shannon, he doesn't... See, and everybody says that. Everybody says, think how Ed feels. Ed feels confused or conflicted for a split second. And he forgets. In that split second, he's comfortable with his surroundings, so that helps comfort him. He doesn't remember that feeling. He just feels confused sometimes. That's it. So it kind of like, it's like, I feel so sorry for Ed. Imagine how helpless he feels. But he doesn't. He feels helpless for a split second, y'all. And then he moves on. Selena, believe it or not, it's better now than it was before. And I said that through my whole TikTok career. That's one thing I will not do, is lie to you guys. It was difficult before. Seems like I used to be a Karen. What kind of comment is that? No, I was never a Karen. Social equality. Sounds like you are. Yes, and true love, I believe that too. They are confused and happy. I believe in comfort at the same time because they have those people that they rely on. They have those people to rely on that takes them out of that moment of uncomfortableness, right? Thanks, Shannon. Yes, everybody had to get used to him too, you know? Yeah. Yes, they be Shraddha. We have only two accounts on TikTok. I mean on YouTube. The only two accounts we have on YouTube are as follows. This one you're on right now and DSal NorCal. That's it. I hate Grandpa. Oh, Alan. You know, Alan, be a better human. Stop you just sound ignorant when you say stupid shit like that. No, I've never been a Karen. Mm-mm. Never been a Karen. It seems to always know your name. Yes, he does. He always knows my name. And that's why I feel like, people who, criticize me, which is fine. Trolls are trolls and they have to be here for us. But it's like, think about why he always comes to me for comfort. Think about why he always knows my name and forgets and gets confused with others. Think about those times and why. Why is that? Well, yes, I am a woman, and women tend to do those things he needs me for. But in the times of comfort sometimes, guess who he comes to? Yeah, me. Yeah, me. Must be because I'm a Karen. Must be because I'm full of resentment. Must be because I have so much hate towards the man. It must be because I'm such a bad person. It's not. It's not. Do I have bad moments? Mm-hmm. I do. I do have bad moments. But he still knows the importance of me. He does, and I feel like people have to realize, think of yourself as a parent, if you're a parent, right? Think about all the times we overreact. We yell at our kids, we berate them for doing stupid things. We berate them for doing other things, and and they still respect us, right? They still respect us, but everybody has their moments. Everybody has their reasons, and everybody knows. It's okay. It's okay. Human feelings, reality, it's the way it's supposed to be. So here's the thing that y'all have to realize, the ones who like to attack and to troll and to pick apart other people, is that there's more to life and more to the situation than what you see and what you choose to see. Many people cut off their nose to spite their face, and they want to focus on the negative because that's what their life is about, is the negative. I was there. I was the biggest pessimist on the planet. I had no positive thoughts in my head, right? Because I was in that woe is me pity party for years, right? Losing my kid, losing my parents, dealing with a very difficult starting a business with my husband, being alone, doing all this shit, it's hard. And it's hard for somebody young trying to grow and trying to figure out what her life is. What's the purpose? What's our purpose? Took me a long time. Took me to my 48th years. 48 years it took me to realize, girl, get your shit together. Focus on yourself, set your boundaries, and fucking stop wallowing in the things you can't fix or control. You need to focus on you. You need to move ahead, and you need to pull up your big girl panties. Stacey, and I found my purpose in social media, right? I found my purpose in social media because after my kids didn't need me anymore, what was I gonna do? What the fuck, right? It was just more about, I'm drowning. What am I doing? Yeah, Mara, it's hard. I have 3 kids, yes. About your show, I'm so your life right now. I've told them about the show, so yeah, like it was the first time. Dan, a lot of times I have conversations with Dan, and then I go in for a follow up, and he's like, "What? What are you talking about? You never told me that." Joe, yeah, he was stubborn, he was controlling, and yeah, he was an ass. He was an ass. It's it's never easy. He wasn't an easy man ever. He was very difficult, very opinionated, very just didn't really care about, very selfish. Yeah. I am trying to accept. I'm trying to accept the things that I'm trying to. There's a lot of things that I'm still working on, but it's not. Yes, it's a constant process. It's not something you can just snap your eyes at and be like, miraculously everything is freed. No. Oh, Stacey, me too. Thank you, Selena. Fei Fei. Yeah, that's called reality, Fei Fei. Difficult. Yes, he was difficult. What is wrong, and why do you find that repulsive or wowing for me to say? Because you want me to sugarcoat it and say, oh my God, he was the greatest man. He was so great. He was so encouraging. He was so these things. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That's what I don't understand. When I say he was difficult, that was me. That was that was my experience with Ed. Why do I get shit upon because I say how I felt? Because it's truth. It's reality. What would you like me to say, Fei Fei? You can't tell me because you are now gone. But what would you like me to say? Look at us now, Fei Fei. Look at us now. Completely different story. Right? Completely different story. People hate honesty, Shauna. People hate it. Why? Why? What is wrong with speaking the truth? What is wrong with saying how I feel? What is wrong, and why do people take it offensively? Enlighten me, please. Yeah, I don't know. And that's the one thing that I will say, Dan may not agree with everything I said, but that was my relationship with him. We were very combative with one another, right? Here was a man that when I had people coming over to my house and I said, no, now's not the time to come over, he would show up anyway, right? That's selfish. That's trying to set boundaries and having somebody not respect the boundaries because he wanted to do it. Because we're family and there should be no roles and rules that go along with that. Not okay. Not okay. Yeah. So that was selfish. Did I fight him on that? Yes. Ed, why are you here? I just specifically said, and he would walk in and say, I don't care. I'm here to see my family. I'm here to see my grandkids. I'm here. I don't care. Family is family. I'm here. No. Anybody would get irritated with that. And that's what, Brandy, and it's funny because it wasn't just me. He did it with everybody. Hey, Dad, not a good time. He still came over. I mean, I remember, oh, Matt, dude, hang in there. And there were times, at least he came over. Barb, no, are you not listening? There are times to come over and there are times not to come over. No, 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 no. And he came over every day. He came over every day. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay for him not to come over. He would do the same thing with Josh and Rocky. Just show up. One day they were canoodling, and he's trying to like find his way in, and they had already told them, Dad, not a good time. He came over anyway. And then proceeded to find a way into their house, tried every door because he saw their cars there, and went into the house. Rocky was like, what the fuck, Josh? I mean, that is not okay. That is not okay. That is not okay. It's annoying, and it really provokes a lot of negative, right? Afflictions, right? In my soul. Oh my God. That was it. He loved his family, right? Loved his family. And that's how he made it. It didn't matter what we were doing. And there were times like we would we wouldn't be home, and he would literally sit out in his car. Dad, not a good time, I'll see you tomorrow, right? Dad, not a good time, I'll see you tomorrow. And he'd be like waiting hours later in the front, or he'd be in the back just waiting. That was what he did. Ay, 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 you know. Spud, be better. Spud. Are we monetizing? Yes. Did we expect to monetize? No. But did it happen? Yes. So, come along our journey or don't if it bothers you. It's very simple. It's very simple. And this is what's really, hello in Israel. I seem overwhelmed today. I do? Huh. It's very simple to me. Social media, you know, you go into this job. Karen, you need to be kinder to people you watch. Karen, if you don't think I'm kind to him, you need to see yourself out of my channel. Sorry, there was a Karen, literally a Karen. I would have let her play along a little bit to see what they have to say. But anyhow, like the tolerance for ignorance is just baffling to me. I think you're a kind, just less than Dan. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. And the people who compare me and Dan to one another, we're two different people. We're two different people. We have two different personalities. Yes, that might be his father, but does he literally, you think he has more patience with his father? Don't you think that when you have a parent, you have more of the parental child roles that come along with that? Think about that. Open up your eyes. Spud needs to be fried up in French fries. But yeah, like, holy shit. When Dan started this career, it was during the pandemic, right? It was during the pandemic. Did we think we were going to monetize? Absolutely not. But it's happened. Whether we monetize or not, we would still be doing this stuff. Get over yourself. This is hard work, right? Not only are we taking care of our family and trying to like make Ed happy and content and to deal with all that stuff and raise our families and everything else like that. Social media is hard work. Posting videos, it becomes a job, and people don't understand that. People think it's just easy. You know, we wake up, we roll out of bed, and we do these things. No. It's a lot harder than you think it is. So if we can monetize and change careers at the last minute of our lives because we stumbled upon this great thing that we would have done anyway, who cares? You should be uplifting to the people who are doing, who are creating. You should be uplifting. I've seen young creators buy houses just recently. I've seen like so many things, so many accomplishments. I don't ever take that away from them. I think it's amazing because I know how much work it is. I know the mind fuck you go through with social media. I know all the negativity that comes with this. I know it's hard work and it's paying off for them. Good for them. Good for them. And y'all who stumbled across these creators and think that, you know, they're pieces of shit or, you know, they use their kids, you know, to get, who cares what they're doing? They found a niche. They found a way to stay home. They found a way to become successful without selling their souls. Who cares? Be happy for them. And if you're jealous, try to do what they do. Try to do it. It's not easy. It's not easy. And a lot of people break because of the negativity. A lot of people, we lost people, right? People have committed suicide on social media because of the pressures, because of the negativity, because of all their hard work and effort. It's so toxic. You just got to be better, and not all creators are strong enough. And that's when they fail. That's when they fail. Because of trollers, because of people who are so miserable with themselves, because people who don't want to see people succeed. Sad. Why? Who cares? I think it's cool. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Oh, Stephen, thank you. That was really sweet. I think it's cool for them. I have seen, what's the Maya? Remember Maya with the 2 babies? And you remember how much shit she got at the beginning because she took care of her and she showed the kids, and now she doesn't show them, right? So people bitched at her for selling out her kids and using her kids to make fucking money and supporting herself. She doesn't have a dad, you know, there's no father in the picture. People were, and then now she won't show her kids because they're getting older, right? Very respectful. And now people are mad at her for not showing her kids. It's like, y'all, you can't please everybody. Mine, yeah. Yeah, well, and I bet that too. But I think she would have also, you can't win in this role. You cannot win in this role. The only thing you can do is help yourself, help others, and just, you know, blossom from there if you can. And if you can, why do you feel the need to be on social network? Isn't your life's privacy more important? No, Sheila. You're here, you're watching. You watch people on TikTok, right? You watch things, so could you imagine? Could you imagine if people weren't on here sharing their lives? Where would you do? What would you do? How would you troll? So, yeah, and you know, I think here's the thing. I think, oh, JK, yeah, like people are like, well, you're monetizing. Okay, yeah, we did monetize. We are monetizing. Didn't happen right away, but we've been fortunate enough to all of a sudden get the attention and the love and the hard work is paying off. Okay? Spread the love, y'all. Support your creators that you watch. You don't like them, just leave. Leave them alone. I'm not worried about myself. I can handle my own shit. I can handle the negativity, but there are so many people who can't handle the negativity. So many people out there doing it. Well, then they shouldn't be on social media. Shame on you. Shame on you. We put our lives out here to not be ridiculed. We put our lives out here to show you and to show you that it can be done. And for the other people who are doing it and feel alone and feel helpless sometimes and feel sad and feel like they can't do another day of it. That's why we show our journey. And I'm involved because he's my husband. And my husband wanted me to involve myself. And thank God I did, because I have become a better human. Y'all out there who have berated me and who continue to berate me have also made me a strong ass bitch. And those of you who give me the love, give me the support to be able to hang in there and believe in myself. So thank you to all of you who are here every day and who supports me and who uplifts me, because without my village, I would be another fleck in the dirt. Without my village, I would not been able to pull my big girl panties up and fight this battle of social media. Without this village, I would not be as confident as I am today. And without this village, I would still probably be in a fucking fog of misery. So to all of you who respect me, you're welcome. You're welcome for letting me show you that feelings are normal. If you're sad and if you're crying and if you're upset because your day sucks, you're welcome. Because that's one thing I will not do, is lie to you. I will not change my emotions because of a camera. I will not do any of those things for you, because that's important to me. Your feelings matter, like I always say. Your feelings matter. So do yours. And it's okay to admit defeat. It's okay to admit you're drowning. It's okay to say, I have mental illness. It's okay to say, I'm doing the best I can. And the best you can is good enough. It is good enough. You are good enough. I promise you. That's why I do it. And that's why I will continue to fight for you guys. Because you have helped me in turn realize and make me feel stronger than ever. You guys, I wouldn't have been able to separate myself from a bad individual who I went into business with, a sick individual. Without you guys and your support to empower me from all the love you feel from me. Yes, that's fucking cool. And if we all had that, some kind of support in our lives, we would probably have a better world. Honestly, we would. You guys matter. You guys are worthy. And you guys are important. And your feelings are fucking valid. Remember that in a day of pity, sorrow, frustration, and anger. It's okay. It's okay. Take your minute and then keep pushing on. Take your minute, wallow in yourself, and then stand proud of who you are and what you are becoming. Because evolution of your individual self is the most important thing in this world. Evolution. And you can't do that with your eyes closed. You cannot do that with sorrow. You cannot do that with anger. And you cannot do that with sadness. You can stand up and you can take control. Keep your eyes open and keep learning and keep growing. And you too can have boundaries. You too can have control, and you too will become number one before everybody else. That's what's important. Be true to yourselves. Be true to yourselves. That's it. And if it takes me to sit here and to tell you guys that every day, to make you believe it, that's great for me. That's the motivation I need. The people who the people who text me, and the people who send me emails and say, oh my God, Danielle, I'm down, so many pounds. Thank you for the motivation to work out. Thank you for this. I was so depressed. You have helped me see that there is other things to work for. I get those things all the time. I get those things every day. That's my power. That's what I live for. And I do it for you, Anna. I'm just going to call you Anna. I do it for those people because you know what? You were enough. You didn't need me back then. Maybe it would have helped support you, but you did enough. And I'm here to tell you, doing it was enough. Don't feel guilty about what you didn't do. Praise yourself for what you did do. Praise yourself for what you did do. And Jimmy, yes, I want to build people up. That is my intent, is to build people up. Because a lot of people don't have what I have. They don't have this big community that I have grown. I have grown. Grandpa brought them here, but I have grown this community, the empowerment. It's like an internal, like, human power that it gives me. This is my journey. This is my path. I am here for you, for the people who show up. I have the power. I will not be defeated by ignorance. Won't let it happen, because I'm here and advocating for you guys and for the other creators and for everybody else who may not be as strong as me. Boom. I'm my own platform. Grandpa is part of my platform, but I am my own platform. I have multiple personalities. I have caregiver, I have mother, I have motivational speaker, preacher, whatever you want to call it, which is from my wisdom and my strength that I have grown through this app. I am here for you, whatever it takes. I didn't believe in myself at the beginning, right? I was doing this and people were like, oh my God, you know, you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I'm a motivator. The hell, I'm just me. Like, what the hell? What do you find so endearing about this shit? This crazy, you know? But I have believed it and I see it now. I see what my purpose is. I believe in myself. How many people can say that? How many people can say that? I have learned to set boundaries. It's hard. It's hard. It is hard. I am learning to take charge. I am learning to own my shit. I am learning, and I fail. I fail every day, y'all. I fucking fail flat on my face, facial scrub, every which way, ugly fall, beautiful fall, swan-like, I don't know. I fall every day. And that's okay. Oh, Irish, thank you so much. I fall every day. But guess what? That makes me stronger, because I can choose to learn from it, or I can choose to continue to make the same mistakes. And sometimes, you guys got to remember, sometimes you make the same mistakes over and over because they're habitual. There are things that you have done your whole lifetime. Those are harder to control. But yes, you dust yourself off. Thank you, Betty. Happy Sunday, Kristen. Thank you. And somebody said, who said that? Yes, listening, Pin, is so important. Dan is not a good listener. Ed wasn't a good listener. And it frustrates me, because to become a better person, you have to actively listen to somebody's feelings. And whether or not you agree with them or not doesn't matter, because it's their feeling. How can I tell you, that's stupid? What do you mean? That's my feeling. Just because you don't feel that way doesn't make that invalid because you don't agree with me. Fuck that. Active listening. Hello. The best thing you can do. And don't tell somebody that their feelings don't matter, because they do. I hate that. I hate when people tell me how I feel. F that. Ugh, Phoebe, I'm so sorry. You will, Phoebe, you will. You will. You will. I mean, I have my son sick and will be sick for the rest of his life. And who knows? He may be fine for the rest of his life. So we don't know what his journey will curtail or how it will be. And it hurts. Active listening is one of the hardest things to do with a spouse. Challenge yourself to heal a sunrise. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to hear, to process. And sometimes you don't have to respond. I tell Dan that all the time. Sometimes you don't have to respond. Most times you don't need to respond. It's just they take it in and listen and try to change or try to make a point to meet that person halfway. He always wants to say something. I'm like, just process it. Keep it right here. Keep it. Don't. Um, Thank you, Tequila Sunrise. And somebody just said on here, be prepared. It's going to get harder or something like this. How do you know? I hate that too. Like, I hate when people say that. Oh, you know nothing yet. You don't know. How do you know what my journey was unless you didn't hear it? Do you know I lost a mom? Do you know during my mom's death, my dad tried to commit suicide? How can you say you don't know, or the best is yet to come, or things are going to get harder? How do you know that I haven't just gone through some of the hardest parts of my life? Maybe I have more to come. Oh, Emily, I'm so sorry, girl. No one knows. But don't tell me that I haven't had enough experience in life yet. Don't tell me that I'm still going to experience more. I'm sure we do experience more in life. But I have been through hell and back. I have been through hell and back, so don't tell me I don't have enough experience in life yet. You don't know what my relationship was like at the beginning. You don't know the constant battles I had with my husband. You don't know I had to raise 3 kids, right? In the midst of my dad shooting himself and my mom trying to survive. You don't know what my childhood was like. And who are you to tell me that it's going to get worse? Maybe it won't. Oh, Emily, that breaks my heart. Emily said her mom just passed, and she was a huge Grandpa fan. Yeah. Y'all, you don't know my story. You only know what I share. Don't tell me how I should be feeling or what I should be expecting. Because in my lifetime, I have expected and gone through a lot. And I honestly don't want to go through more. But you know, my journey's still not done because I have a sick son. I have a son that we don't know what's going to happen. Oh, Emily, don't tell me it's going to get worse. It's pretty bad as it is. Yeah, Pat, you got to keep fighting through it because you're still here. And you're still here even through the loss of your husband and your 2 daughters. There is a reason why you're still here. Yeah. I don't like people telling me. I don't appreciate it. I would have chosen not to go through the things that I want. I would have chosen for my mom to be here. I would have chosen for my mom to be healthy. I would have chosen for her to not be inflicted with alcoholism. I would have chosen for her to be happier. Same with my dad. I would have chosen for him to know that he was enough. I would have chosen for him to not be abusive with alcohol or pills, y'all. I would have chosen for him to be happy and content with what he's able to give us. Oh, Joanna, I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck cancer, Emily. Fuck cancer. Fuck mental illness. Because that's what my dad died of. Mental illness. Fuck mental illness. Yeah, Phoebe. The uncertainty for mama is the worst for your child. Right? It's hard. Fuck mental illness. I've been on cancer and mental illness sides, so I've lost people to both, so I know. Why do I drink? because because I like it. Number one, I enjoy it. I like the relaxation, and I don't do anything else. I don't take pills or prescriptions to unwind, nor do I partake in the Cheech and Chong variety, which a lot of people do, and I couldn't limit myself. That's why. That's why. And if I choose to have more than my allotment amount, I choose to do so. Oh, Emily, I'm sorry. There's always that shit that comes along with it. Because I choose to. And do you not think that I have a handle on it, being that both of my parents were addicts? And if it became a problem, then I would have to figure it out. But yeah, I have a drink or two every night. Sometimes 3. I do. Especially on the weekends. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, and that's the thing, right, Jackie? Like, people who, the thing for my mom, hi Heather, shalom. The thing for my mom is that she didn't stop drinking until she passed out. My dad couldn't stop drinking. Started drinking early. You know, there's different forms of alcoholism. You know, my mom would go for weeks without drinking, and then she would binge, right? So, you know, a lot of people smoke, right? The Mary. And I don't like it. If I did, I would probably do it to help unwind me, but I don't. The wine or a drink helps that. Gabriel, that's life. That's social media. Why do you feel ugly, Tequila? I don't, and that's the thing, is I don't feel ugly. I've accepted it, you know? I've accepted it. My parents, if you're talking about alcoholism, my parents, their alcoholism was environmental. My dad had mental illness, so he did those things to run or hide or make himself feel better. No, because his siblings are not alcoholics. His parents weren't alcoholics. My mom, same way. My grandparents were not alcoholics. They don't have alcoholics, any brothers or sisters. My mom ran away. She was fucked up. I don't know why, but she struggled. So she drank because of that. I think she drank because she was sad. She had inner demons too that she couldn't get away from. Hi, Tina. But I believe, yeah, oh, Casey, ugh. I believe that tequila, I don't, I don't begrudge myself for doing that, because I know in my life of chaos that I live in, I cannot settle without something to help blanket me. I have Dan. Bye, Roland. Have a happy Sunday. Anyone who chooses to drink daily isn't making a choice. What? It's my choice to drink daily. I don't have to drink, and there are days that I don't choose to drink. That's my choice. Is it Laura? Did Laura say that mixes? Shit. I mean, is it dangerous? I'm sure with large quantities, it could be dangerous. Anything's dangerous. Walking outside is fucking dangerous. Driving in a car is fucking dangerous. Flying in an airplane is dangerous. You know, I mean, there's so much more things in life that are so dangerous. You know, everything I do, I choose for myself. I enjoy the taste of alcohol, so it's my thing. It's my vice. It's how I can chill at the end of the day or during one of the most chaotic times of the day in my life. And you are sure feeling yourself. Are you new to social media user? But tequila, don't hate yourself because of that. So is breathing the air, Chase. So if you're standing outside and you're living outside of in this world, pollution. If you're eating things that are bought in a store, pollution. Think about that. Yeah, and I believe, right, I mean, think about the stuff that's sprayed on our foods, and we consume it, we have all our lives. Think about, the things we put on our body, fucking deodorant, aluminum. I mean, think about life is full of poisons that we do. It is. I mean, it is. I mean, I can't escape it, but if you can do it with moderation, that's respectful. And I believe that if you're choosing to have a drink or two and setting boundaries, I believe you still have control. I believe that if I choose, there are days that I don't choose. Do I drink probably more days than not? Yeah. Have you seen how unstable my house is? Have you seen how chaotic my house is? I'm not that fucking chaotic. I need something to relax my fucking crazy ass mind and environment. Laura, both my parents were alcoholics, and my dad was a pill popper too. I didn't know that. Do you know that? I just learned that when he died, that he was a pill popper. So fuck me. You too, Gabrielle. Gabrielle, sorry. Hello from Sweden. Yeah, and I'm just, I'm just sharing, I don't care if I get blasted for it. People, maybe if I'm an alcoholic because I rely on alcohol every day, then I'm an alcoholic. But the alcoholics that I've been around don't know when to stop. And I have many in my life, and have experienced them throughout my whole life. So maybe I am. Maybe I am. But fuck. What else do you have in life? You gotta enjoy at least anything you can. And I don't drink, right, to run away from my problems, right? I don't drink to pass out. I drink because, I need to relax. I drink maybe to cope with the evening chaos, because I need a little help sometimes. Yeah, sometimes do I finish a bottle? Yeah, I do. But I don't beat myself up. And sometimes I'm like, fuck. I've been having 3 glasses of wine every night. Fuck, girl. Fuck. Yes, in a bottle of wine. I get it. So I don't own your shit, right? So if you're feeling bad about drinking, then you need to stop. If you're feeling guilty about drinking, then you need to stop. Because obviously you're worried about something. And I go through those phases too. I always think to myself, shit, what am I doing to myself? Is this bad? Am I going to be my mama, my daddy? What the fuck? Is pills next? And then I'm like, and then sometimes I call my friend. I'm like, okay, am I an alcoholic? Is this bad? Do I need to stop? Do I need AA? Help me, Steph. Let me know what I need. She's like, girl, get the fuck out of here. I know, Stacy, I don't like it, never liked it, or else I would. Yeah, Laura, good for you. But no, at this point, I don't feel the need to stop. If it helps me. There we have it. But yeah, like, so I don't know how much you're drinking, but like, you know, if you don't want to give it up, then start setting boundaries and limits. Functional alcoholism. I don't agree with you on that. I don't agree with you on that. I don't think I'm a functional alcoholic. I really don't. But if you must label me with something, then label away, because I don't give a shit. I don't think I'm a functional alcoholic. A functional alcoholic, eh, yeah, if you're doing it to cope with life, I think that's the difference too. I do believe a functioning. Yes, thank you, Ara. I have a neighbor who's a functioning alcoholic, and he literally starts drinking Bud Light at 10 a.m. and drinks all day long until he goes to bed at night. I don't think 3 is safe. No. I like that too. You drink because you're grown and you can. True. and I'm 49. Why the cap all the time? Because that's what I work out in. Do you drink at bed? Do you only drink at bed? I typically will start drinking when I start prepping dinner, about 4:35. And sometimes I don't drink. Sometimes I don't want it, and then I'll have just one glass of wine in bed, and not just kind of like, whew. That's like that's it. So I don't. There might be 1 or 2 days sometimes that I don't drink, and then there's days every week that I drink. Which one, Stacey? I don't know. Hello, Kansas. What's up in the house? Why is she using a platform built off of her father-in-law to constantly talk about herself? Well, girls, you must be new. You must be new. Because yes, my husband wanted me to do this business with him. And my husband wanted me to partake in the social media. And a really cool thing is that, I've developed my own platform. Yes. So luckily, I had Grandpa who helped me realize that I have a purpose in life and this is it. Right? I mean, I don't know. And didn't your mama ever tell you that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all? Just saying. Just saying. Oh no. Sorry about that. But I won't take it off because I love it. And sorry for your loss. Anyhow. Right. Shame on me, Nicole. Shame on me. Anyhow. A man with a hat. Yes, sunsets. My penis is quite large too. Can I say that on TV or wherever I am? Foxtrot, yes, this is not our first rodeo. Yeah, we have told them that. We've told them it's his house. We've told them it's his cars. We've told them it's everything. We've had him for over 2 years. Not our first rodeo. Believe it or not, we have done it. We have tried it. And we have not continued to do it for reasons because they don't work. And eventually if you tell him that, he'll be like, oh, this is your house. He knows. Thanks, Kyle. And most people, hi, Laura, bye, Laura. Most people will say that. I came for Grandpa and then I stayed for you. I mean, you guys make me laugh and Grandpa, of course. Cindy, yeah, always, girl. But I have more love than I have hate. You know, they just come in cycles, you know, like bumps in the road. Well, I joined Twitch. I don't know what that is. So right now I can only barely manage YouTube and TikTok. It's a lot already with trying to figure out, everything else in my life. 2 platforms is enough for me. I also, like, my manager wants me to start, my talent manager, yes, we have one of those, wants me to start an Instagram. What? Huh? Oh, Chipman, thank you. No, Grandpa's never been physically violent. He's gotten in my face before, nose to nose. Luckily, I was able to control myself. um, I didn't kill it. I only did 2 miles today. I ran one and walked one. Today, I'm really trying to figure out that Sundays I really need a rest day. Yeah, he wants me to do Instagram. I have an Instagram. It's just been for family and stuff like that. But to manage another account, I'm struggling with just the 2 I have. But for the platform that I have individually, it's really important for a platform like mine to do Instagram for women. It's crazy, but yeah, especially if you're growing, if you're growing to build your your platform for like beauty products, health, all this stuff. Is really important to do Instagram for women. That's where a lot of the brands like to go. So I don't know. I will find new people there, but it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. TikTok is not where I make money. TikTok, I don't really make a lot in general, just because I don't have the following. TikTok pays pennies on the dollars unless you have brand deals. Like, I think my TikTok every month I make like under $300 for views and stuff like that. But you need brand deals. Just remember that anybody you follow on TikTok that is doing really well, they have other platforms and they have brand deals. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Heather. Yeah, I would need somebody to, I would, if I expand even more, I would definitely need somebody to help, because I just can't keep it all into play by myself. Yeah, Gail, and that's the thing is I will try to do, be as honest as I can, without, there's certain things I won't talk about, or there's certain things that, I just don't feel it's necessary to discuss, but most of the stuff I do, feel it's important for certain things. My manager, we have a talent manager. So he'll like help with brand deals, and he'll help with like merchandise, and he'll help with other things, to help us grow our business. And tequila, that's where I was getting at with you. Because if you're feeling that way and you're feeling guilty, I do feel guilty, like if I consecutively have like 3 glasses of wine, if it's not on a weekend. Like, I'm like, oh, weekends I don't care. But during the week, if I have like 3 glasses of wine, I start like beating myself up because I don't like that. But for the most part, if I stick within my 2, I don't feel bad, because, I feel like it's a good, handle on things. But if you are feeling guilty, there's a reason why you're feeling guilty. And that's when you need to start making adjustments, right? And if you can adjust and keep within your boundary, then good for you. If you can't do it, then maybe you should just not do it at all. Yeah, not do it at all. And sometimes I put that pressure on me too. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I shouldn't drink. And my friend's like, why? Why shouldn't you drink? Like, Danielle, you're not drinking a bottle of fucking wine every night. You're having 1 or 2. Who fucking cares? And you still get your shit done, and you still do all these things. Like, why are you trying to prove to yourself that you don't have a problem? Drinking does put on weight. Yeah, it can. Thank you, Bobby. Can you have 1 glass and that's it? Yes, I can. I choose to have my second glass. And mostly when I choose to have my second glass, I'm on Alive. Yeah. But most nights, I just have a glass. That's it on most nights. But I drink probably more. I have my second glass more frequently when I'm doing Alive. Yeah. But you aren't working on yourself internally, huh? How do I control it and stay consistent? You see my life. It's all about control and consistent. That's all I do. I mean, my workouts to everything. It's part of one of the mental illnesses that I have, OCD. I think one knows when drinking is a problem, and that's why when Tequila's saying that, I believe she knows something's not right. Yeah. Janet, it depends on the day, you know? It depends on the day. Like, lately I've been into wine, and then sometimes I just want, like, a mixed cocktail. So, I don't know. I know. Jocelyn, and if I could change that, I would, because it is less caloric if you don't have to eat. So I don't know, but I just have never liked it. I tried it again. I don't like it. Ugh, I'd rather have my wine. What other mental illnesses do you have other than OCD? I have OCD. I believe I have ADHD now, and I have anxiety, extreme anxiety. Ed is in my house. Yeah, wine can do that. But in Marianne, what I do is I drink earlier rather than later, because if you drink closer to bed, it's harder for women who are older to sleep because of the sugars and the way your body processes it, menopause. But be conscious of why you're drinking. I know why I'm drinking, because I like it. And it relaxes me. Yeah. Yeah, it's on the spectrum, Jade. OCD is depending on your survey. We're all on the spectrum of something. So yeah, I believe. Wine does too. Yeah, I think we're all on this. Yeah. Anyhow, hi Jacob. No, this isn't a Zeppelin trip from the 70s. I was born in 74, so that would be quite amazing. But no, this is a Brandy Melville shirt, I believe. I love me some good wine. I do. And a lot of people like Dan doesn't like the taste, right, of alcohol. He drinks it just for the effect. I like the taste and the effect, so FML. Yeah, Heather, it is. Yes, Shelby Lou. Yeah, the wine settles my brain down. Or alcohol, I should say. I was born in the South. High seas, no. Thank you, Jessica. So I, and that's the thing, my mind races. My mind doesn't stop. My mind's always thinking. My mind's always controlling. My mind's always working on the next thing. So it sells me. Well, how much are you drinking? That makes you wild. I don't drink to excess unless I'm in a casino. If I'm in a casino, I'll have more than 3 drinks, you know? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Anyhow, all right. I don't know how this became about me and my alcohol. Wasn't the intent. I wanted to have a funnier Sunday, but whatever. Wine helps my brain. Good night, Tequila. Night, night, night. Hang in there, girl. Speaking of drinks, is it a wine Sunday? Anyhow, yeah, I was born in 74. I am 49. Wine is life. You don't even drink. So it calms me down. It does. And so I choose that versus being a basket case all night long. I choose to settle myself down. And if I could do anything else alternatively instead of the alcohol, I would do it. No, not really. I wouldn't. I enjoy it. So I probably won't stop it. And if this is what I do for the rest of my life, have, 2 drinks a night for the rest of my life with an occasional splurge every couple weeks when I go to the casino, why not? Anyhow, I love you guys. Have a happy Sunday. I didn't really exercise that much, Igor. I just wanted to try some new running shoes I bought. Tip of the day. Y'all, here's the tip of the day. I'm going to give you a tip. Here's my tip. It's Sunday. Have a great day. Let's try to enjoy the last couple of hours you have before work, before shit and reality sets in. Also, if you enjoy something and you can do it within moderation, keep on enjoying it. And if you fall sometimes and drink more or smoke too much or fuck, I don't know, then you know what? Forgive yourself and move on and be better. But other than that, stop being so hard on yourself. And if you are that hard on yourself, then maybe there are changes that need to be made. Happy Sunday. I love you guys. Again, cheers. Hug your babies. Hug your mommies. Hug your daddies. Hug your grandparents. And do the best you can. Because you can do. The best you can is the best you can. And it is enough. And you are enough. So you guys, remember, you are worthy. You are important. You matter. Your feelings matter. You're fucking amazing. And the best you can do is the best. It's good enough. Know that, believe it, say it. I repeat, say it, believe it, and look at yourself in the mirror until you start believing it. Happy Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I can't get out of here. Tippy says, help! Tippy was stuck. Anyhow, love you guys. Happy Sunday. Enjoy it. Appreciate you. Appreciate yourself.